What's
we
up?
are back in action, ladies and gentlemen.
Just got done watching Stree.
The Hallows
Our
Eve
Halloween
special.
Yeah.
Yes, we just watched Stree, a horror movie from India.
Horror comedy.
Yeah.
Homedy.
Lots of comedy in it too.
Yes.
I love. There was
Lots
some
of comedy, lots of good
hilarious
scares.
parts.
So there was a bit of both goodness, you know.
Yeah.
Wasn't too long. It kept you going.
Yeah, it was good.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I would say that.
I loved it. I mean, I thought the acting was great.
I thought it was fun.
Guy from Mirzapur.
He stole
What's his
the
name
show.
again?
He's funny.
He's so good.
Yeah, whatever that guy's name is.
Pankaj Tripathi.
Pankaj Tripathi.
What?
Yeah.
His
It is a Tripathi.
His actual name is
He's a
Tripathi?
Tripathi. How do we not
Wait.
know that
We
in
didn't
the
tag that.
when we
yeah.
watched
We're dumb.
Mirzapur?
Okay, anyways, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a fun movie. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
like when you think
There were
about
some
horror
really good
comedies,
twists, too. Yeah.
this is like in America. I don't really like a lot of horror comedies in America. You know, there's
Yeah,
not
they're
really,
just usually...
Or comedies in general in America are pretty
Yeah.
tough to. They're I don't know.
Kinda depends.
It depends on the
cringe.
style.
Yeah,
Most of the time, it's cringy.
But I do like it when a horror movie has a few humor spots. You know,
Yep.
here and there.
Yep.
This
To
one had a
lighten
lot
the
more.
mood. Yeah.
Right.
The
this
Cabin in the Woods was a good example of U.S. horror.
Yeah,
That was
it was
good.
kind of funny
that
at
had a
parts.
few-
Yeah.
But but it was generally pretty scary. Yeah, I think this had a lot of fun jump scares. It had a lot of fun developments, good plot twists that kind of went along the way.
I thought it was really interesting how it ended too. The plot twist at the end.
There will be a sequel, no doubt.
I'm
if there's
sure
not
there
already.
is.
Stree
There
2.
will be one. Yeah.
It's a one-word title. It's just easy to just add the little
It's
2 at
easy
the
to
end.
throw
It's
it-
just
Stree 2.
way too easy.
Right.
It's like Scream. Wait, is there a play? I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if they have I don't know if they've made a second one yet. I don't think they have.
2018.
Well, let me tell you, they have a
2018?
stacked cast too.
Oh,
I mean,
they
this is-
did. Yeah,
This
they
has got
totally
everybody in
did.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
It's got-
recognize quite a few folks.
Yeah, I mean, we recognize the Tripathi guy,
Vicky.
the main guy.
Raj
Yep.
Kumar,
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
She's
Sheesh.
unnamed the whole movie. Oh, interesting.
Shraddha.
She
They don't.
is.
And
They
then
don't
VJ
give us her
Raz, who was
name.
in, I think, was he in?
Oh yeah, you're right. VJ Raz. He
Yep.
was in one of the
Wait,
movies we saw.
Wait, this one. Yeah, Wassiper. Yep.
Because
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yep. Other
Yep.
than that, yeah. No, I mean, I thought it was a very good cast of characters to kind of have in there. It was definitely more of like a fun little it was a fun horror movie. I think India, we had heard that they just don't have like horror movies.
Yeah, like
true
ultra
horror
scary.
Right, like a
you know.
Conjuring type. In America, we have the Conjuring. It's just very
Which
scary.
I mean,
throughout.
yeah, I can't take a lot of those type of movies. It's tough.
Meanwhile, we're
going
going
to
to be watching House of Usher.
I know. I'm scared.
I don't know if that's
Watching through
necessarily
House of
horror,
Usher.
but
But yeah, this the trailer showing right here.
Right,
It's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
I missed. So Priyanka was not in. This
No,
one.
that
Okay,
was
never
that
mind.
was some
I
other
saw.
lady. She did kind of look like Priyanka. Though,
I
to
thought
be
it was
honest.
fun. I mean, this movie was a fun movie. Here's the thing, too. Whenever it comes to horror movies or comedies, there's always going to be a little bit lower of a rating in the general public.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
sometimes the jokes don't land. Sometimes people don't like horror movies in general. So just normally these
Sure.
movies are not
Yep.
rated that highly.
Yep.
It doesn't mean they're not bad, you know?
Mhm.
But that's just
Or
that's just
not good.
observation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought the humor mixed pretty well with the scares. There weren't a ton of jump scares, which is kind of good. I don't like a ton of jump scares, but
Right.
definitely the humor outshone the scares a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't quite as scary as I thought it would be. But I mean, I love the acting and the plot twists I thought were fairly good too. I mean,
They kept
it
you
kept you
interested,
it kept you interested in the movie. It never got slow for me, so
No.
that's a huge
There was
plus.
enough mystery to
Yeah.
keep you invested. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's good that it had a lot of comedy. It definitely was not a Conjuring-esque movie, or
No,
an Insidious, where it's just jump scare. They didn't have a ton of jump scares, but the jump scares they had, I thought, were pretty fun.
Yeah. You got a little
I got pretty
scared
scared.
there. A few
Some
times.
of
I
the
did too.
reactions from
There is-
Michael's.
But some
Yeah,
of them,
check out the reaction video.
some of them I saw coming, but then
Yeah.
other was I didn't.
Yeah, some of the sound editing or whatever was
Right,
really well done because
Yeah,
there was some
right.
like surround sound moments where there would be a sound in your right ear and then go to the left.
The apparition itself was interesting.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Well
I'm so glad they didn't go the CGI route. Yeah.
So they did something to her face.
They did, but I think
it wasn't too bad.
I think a lot of the movement was like
it looked like it was strange, like some
Now if that
natural effect.
If that would have been all like CGI and like fake and stuff, that would have definitely taken me out of the movie more.
Right.
But because it wasn't, I definitely I thought it was more scary because it was the more practical with the effects.
And I do like how it was a haunting movie.
Yeah.
I liked that. I liked how there was an actual ghost. I liked how it wasn't just a person in a costume.
Yep.
I think it was I enjoy a horror movie when it's not that, but I do enjoy it when a haunting movie is a haunting. You know what I mean? Like it's an actual ghost.
Yeah.
There's lore.
Yeah, the
had a good
story
misdirection,
behind it was
too.
cool. Yeah, lots of misdirection. Yep.
Because we always were like, oh, the pretty lady's gonna be the
yeah,
ghost.
and they made it seem like that with the shots, the POV shots from her point of view.
Yep.
Just like
I mean, she
with
ended
the sound
up as the
and
ghost.
She ended up wanting to be it. Yeah,
it's
that's
interesting.
Why,
yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of that end scene where it's like she's the ghost now. Did she come back then to protect them, or was that?
I think she wanted the powers of the gal, so I think she wanted to wreak havoc. Which maybe there's a sequel that we'll see.
Yeah, where is the sequel? Did they?
I don't know.
This is 2018, so I don't know if they made one yet.
Pretty new, right? 2018, I guess 5 years ago.
Oh, Bull is right there with. It just maybe I don't think there is one.
I don't know. That's a great question. I mean, they definitely they opened it up for sure.
Oh, they did, for a sequel for sure.
Absolutely. Yep. I mean, there's no question. Stree 2. Second installment
July
as part
11, 2023. Okay, so 2024. Okay. All right.
Announcement video.
Okay, we'll have to see that one when that comes out.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yep. We will. I guess so. It was like renewed. I guess it just takes time for stuff to get renewed. That's fine. It just seems like there would have to be a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was interesting. I mean, it's definitely something that I'd like to know more about.
I would see the second one for sure. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, they established a little bit of the lore alongside. Right. That's what the horror movies do. They establish the lore, and then if they're good enough, they keep you in it for sequels. And that's easier said than done for a lot of the American sequels.
It's true. Sequels in the U.S. are normally pretty trash.
They usually beat the dead horse until it's black and blue.
I think, guys, please recommend us in the comments more Indian horror movies or scary movies. Like, what do you think is the scariest Indian horror movie? Because this is something I think that India really hasn't delved their toe into, and I think they should try it.
We watched the really dark one, right?
Yeah, we watched. Well, Tumbad was. They recommend. Yeah, a lot of people recommended that. But yeah, we did see that one, and that was really well done.
I can't remember, but that one's the most authentic horror that I've seen in quite a while. Like culturally,
the acting,
it was just really well done. It was just it was weird, which I love in a horror movie. To be trippy, very unique, genuine.
That monster was so creepy.
I know. Yeah.
That's definitely more scary than this one.
If there's another one of those guys, recommend it in the comments.
Yes, please. We'll add it to our Google Forms.
I just think that in America, it's just a higher populated genre, so there's just more and more movies that come out. So I'd love to see.
It's pretty rare in America for a genuinely good horror movie to come out.
Yeah,
but
there are that have cheap jump scares, but every once in a while you'll get a really good one. So.
Right. Yeah. That's my thing. I mean, we've seen a lot of American horror movies. We've only seen like 2 Indian horror movies.
Yeah,
we've seen 100.
But again,
we have seen so many.
If the genre isn't there, I mean, it's like in terms of different cultures have more of one genre.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess so. Maybe
if they're all like in terms of comedy, like more comedy based, then maybe it's more, hey, we're just enjoying more comedy rather than horror.
I mean, we could.
But who knows? They might.
Anyway, let me tell you though, I like 10 years, that probably will be a market though. The horror. Genre, you know what I mean? I think it takes time for genres to develop. You know, in cultures. I don't know.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
See.
Well, should we get to
vote
our
it
rating?
Quick before we end?
Okay.
Oh, Ben, you already put your vote in?
Sir. And I'm probably going to have to explain myself a little bit.
Okay.
Oh.
Isaac, did you put your thing in too?
I didn't put it in, but I know my rating.
Here we go. Now, what do we do? Do we do it all together? Do we do it not together? Or are we gonna be slow?
One at a time, maybe.
One at a time.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think I know.
I'll go. No.
Right,
I'll give it a 3.5. I thought it was fun, entertaining.
Okay.
We're gonna be close. We're gonna be close.
The plot, I liked a lot of the plot twists. But yeah, the jump scares weren't there all the time.
3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5. Yeah, not out of 10.
We use a Letterboxd rating. It's an app. You can download it. We're not sponsored, but we should be.
Yeah, we should. Follow us on Letterboxd.
Right.
Links in description.
Right.
But yeah, I thought it was a fun time. Very entertaining. So like that alone,
right,
with the acting and how entertaining it was, that alone bumps it up to a 3.5.
That's fair. That's fair.
So,
right.
Yep. Ben,
so I was back and forth on this one. In the end, it came down to, would I watch this again? Probably not.
Sure.
So the rewatchability brings it down to a 3 out of 5 for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it was a great one-time watch. I think entertaining.
Yeah.
I wasn't bored throughout, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But it just wasn't. I don't know. There was something missing in terms of they were trying to balance the
fear with
drama in the story, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Ooh, I don't know." I mean, it's more of comedy, and if you want to try to be serious, it's like I don't know if that even fits in.
It's hard for a horror movie to be a comedy.
It's really hard, especially when you're trying to be comedy over everything else.
Right.
So it's like I don't know if those scenes really hit for me, and then, but overall it was pretty decent. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of horror movies in general, unless they're
Ben's
more,
definitely less of a fan than we are.
That's true. That's true.
So that's another thing. Inherently, I'm not going to enjoy a horror movie quite as much.
Right.
And the jumps.
I don't think. Have you ever jumped at a jump scare? I don't know if Ben. I don't know if we've ever.
I think
he has.
He
at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, you get immune a little bit.
Yeah. Ben's become immune.
That's the
to
thing.
The
For jump scare horror movies, which this one didn't necessarily have a lot of jump scares, but this type of horror movie, the horror really just doesn't hit home with me. I'm more of like, holy cow, if there's something like Midsommar or some more culturally scary movie.
No, Ben.
I've seen Midsommar.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay.
In the Midsommar, he saw Midsommar.
Yeah. So it's just those movies are going to actually scare me more because they're very yeah, they're true horror.
I agree with both of you guys. I am.
Yeah, you're probably
so all that to
somewhere
say
in the middle, right?
It was very entertaining, but it's not necessarily this type of comedy horror.
Yeah,
is not necessarily.
I agree with you. I think I definitely agree in that. I think that we have this a lot in America, where I think the best horror movies are the horror movies that don't really use a lot of jump scares. Yeah. They just use fear at its finest.
Fear.
So remember Hereditary? Do you remember Hereditary?
Oh, I hate
do you remember
that movie.
Do you remember when the kid was looking at the thing and mom is climbing in the background?
Oh,
that's not even a jump scare, but you were so scared.
Yeah,
like there are some true horror,
and it's the disturbing.
I can never watch that movie again. It was so disturbing,
like Babadook. You know what I mean? Where it's like that slow burn of like, oh my word, I'm so scared.
We've explored a lot of psychological and more other type of horror movies, and those are truly scary. I mean, this one is not trying to be that. To be fair,
no, it's not. No, but I agree with Ben on the comedy aspect. But then I agree with Isaac too on just how fun it was. You know, what I mean? Like it was a great movie.
It was,
but
a lot of fun.
it's tough to stitch comedy and horror together. In a way that's not jarring at points. But I thought they did it really well for what they could do. But there's certain points where you just can't really, you do it because you're right. In some moments, they decided to go comedy over horror, right? It's a comedy horror. It's not a horror comedy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And yeah. So I mean, that's why. So I did a 3 as well. So I mean, that's same vote. It was close. 3.5, 3. Like we're borderline.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it though.
I think I liked it,
and I would
more
watch
than
it again.
Bull.
I would watch it again. So I definitely liked it more than Bull.
Bull. I can't remember what I rated Bull.
I think I rated Bull a 3, but this is a higher 3 than that.
Right.
Because Bull, I didn't like. I think
that was just slow, just not very.
This one
engaging.
Knew what it was. It was contained. It was compact. It kept it
fast
moving.
paced.
Bull was very.
Bull slowed it down.
Very slow up until the end.
Right. So there you go.
But yeah,
there's our
so
review.
That's that.
Yeah.
I like it, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe more spooky
Yeah, I
stuff
got
to
little
follow.
ghosts here. Little ghosts.
Leave a like for the spook.
Yeah.
Oh, leave a comment.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloweeny.
We'll see you next time.
Underneath.